Hey everybody, are you guys ready for our last chapter of Dinosaurs Before Dark? I got it correct, by Mary Pope Osborne. I thought Marv was going to stay with us for our last chapter, but I guess not. Maybe he'll be back. So let's find out if Jack and Annie get home safely or not. Let's see. We are on chapter 10, Home Before Dark. Jack heard a bird singing. He opened his eyes. He was still pointing at the picture of the Frog Creek woods. He peeked out the treehouse window, and outside he saw the exact same view as in the picture book. "We're home," whispered Annie. "They're home, Marv. They're home." The woods were lit with a gold late afternoon light. The sun was about to set. No time had passed since they'd left Frog Creek. "Jack! Annie!" a voice called from the distance. "That's Mom," said Annie. "Did you guys catch what I said?" No time had passed, so they got back from their adventure with the dinosaurs, and it was the same time as when they left. So this really is a magic treehouse, isn't it? "That's Mom," said Annie. Jack saw their mother far away. She was standing in front of their house. She looked tiny. "Annie! Jack!" she called. Annie stuck her head out the window and shouted, "Coming!" Jack felt dazed. He just stared at Annie. "What happened to us?" he said. "We took a trip in a magic treehouse," said Annie. "But it's the same time as when we left," said Jack. They're back to making fun of me, aren't they? Aubrey is making fun of me behind the camera, and Kinsey is making fun of me right next to me. Annie shrugged. "How did it take us so far away?" said Jack. "And so long ago." "You looked at a picture in the book, and you said you wished we could go there," said Annie, "and the magic treehouse took us there." "But how?" said Jack. "And who built this magic treehouse? Who put all these books here?" "A magic person, I guess," said Annie. "Oh, look," said Jack. "I almost forgot about this." Jack reached into his pocket and pulled out the gold medallion. "Someone lost this back there. Back in Dinosaur Land. Look, there's a letter M on it." Annie's eyes got round. "You think M stands for magic person?" she asked. "I don't know," said Jack. "I just know someone went to that place before us." "Jack, Annie," their mom called again. "Coming," Annie shouted. Jack put the gold medallion back in his pocket. Marv is being ridiculous right now. Oh my goodness, Marv. He pulled the dinosaur book out of his pack and he put it back with all the other books. Then he and Annie took one last look around the treehouse. "Goodbye, house," whispered Annie. Jack slung his backpack over his shoulders. Annie started down the rope ladder. Jack followed. Seconds later, they hopped onto the ground and started walking out of the woods. "Excuse me, boys and girls, 1 minute. Marv, relax." "Yeah, Marv, down, down. Good boy, good boy." Good grief. Seconds later, they hopped onto the ground and they started walking out of the woods. "No one's going to believe our story," said Jack. "So let's not tell anyone," said Annie. "Dad won't believe it," said Jack. "He'll say it was a dream," said Annie. "Mom won't believe it," said Jack. "She'll say it was pretend." "My teacher won't believe it," said Jack. "She'll say you're nuts." "We better not tell anybody," said Jack. "I already said that," said Annie. Jack sighed. "I think I'm starting not to believe it myself," he said. They left the woods and they started up the road toward the house. As they walked past all the houses on their street, the trip to Dinosaur Time did seem more and more like a dream. Only this world and this time seemed real. Jack reached into his pocket and he clasped the gold medallion and he felt the engraving of the letter M. It made his fingers tingle. Jack laughed and suddenly he felt very happy. He couldn't explain what had happened today, but he knew for sure that their trip in the Magic Treehouse had been real. Absolutely real. Tomorrow, Jack said softly, we'll go back to the woods. Of course, said Annie. And we'll climb up to the treehouse, said Jack. Of course, said Annie. And we'll see what happens next, said Jack. Of course, said Annie. Race you. And they took off together, running for home. So I'm curious what their next adventure could be when they go back to the Magic Treehouse. What do you hope happens for them? What would you want to happen to you if you went in a Magic Treehouse? You'll have to let me know, okay? Sorry for all the distractions today with Aubrey and Kinsey being silly, and then Breck was being silly, making me laugh, and then Marv was being crazy. So, sorry. Thank you for being so patient with me. I miss you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this book, and let me know what you think would be an awesome adventure to have in the Magic Treehouse. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. See you guys.